Hey there, marketing world. I'm Mackenzie, a paid search coordinator here at Inflow. Like many Google Ads managers, I'm constantly experimenting to get the best results for my clients. Recently, I noticed that some of my clients' ad groups within a campaign were struggling to generate the traffic and spend the budget that we were hoping they would. So I took a closer look and found out that one ad group was cannibalizing another. I created a tool to keep it from happening again. I'm excited to share that tool with you today so you can get the results that your client or company deserve. So let's put your Google Ads hats on and get started. First, let's talk about traffic and impression potential and campaign budgets in Google Ads. Every keyword in a campaign comes with its own traffic potential. Some are searched thousands of times per day and others far less. Combining these terms with high and low traffic potential into one campaign can sometimes backfire. Before you can use our tool, you'll need to calculate traffic potential for the campaigns and keywords that you're looking at. Don't worry, it's pretty easy.
Here is one Google Ads campaign I worked on. As you can see, over a 5-week date range, ad group 1 is performing a lot better than ad group 2. But we wanted to be driving more traffic to the keywords in ad group 2. Before I put more money into this campaign, I needed to find out the traffic or impression potential of each ad group to determine if more budget in this campaign was the best solution. Here's how. To find the impression potential, you take the impressions for each ad group, multiply by 100, and then divide by your current impression share. For ad group 1, you take 11,240, multiply by 100, and divide by 62.84. The impression potential for this ad group is 17,887. Doing the same for ad group 2, you get an impression potential of 1,235. What I learned? Ad group 1 has over 14 times the traffic potential of ad group 2, creating a cannibalization effect. Ad group 1 eats up all of the budget before ad group 2 even has a chance to spend.
Now that I have the traffic potential, I've got a big decision to make. Should I put more money into this campaign as is, or should I break these keywords into separate campaigns altogether? We love data here at Inflow, which means it's time for one of our favorite things, a spreadsheet tool. Before you use our tool, you'll need the following data sorted by ad group. Impression potential, calculated by using your impressions and impression share. Click-through rate, and average cost per click. You'll use this data to decide whether you have the budget capacity to maximize your traffic for all ad groups in the current campaign, or whether it's better to create a separate campaign to address your client goals. Here's how it works.
Within the tool, you'll navigate to the Campaign Budget Impression Share Report tab. First, I populate the impression data table with the impression potential or traffic potential found with the method I used earlier. For the ad groups we are analyzing, the impression potential numbers were 17,887 and 1,235. Next, you'll need to calculate the cost per impression per ad group using the second table here. Fill in each ad group's click-through rate and cost per click, and the table will calculate the cost per impression for you. So you will pull the click-through rate as well as the cost per click right here from Google Ads for each of your ad groups. You'll see that once you fill out this table, the cost per impression populates here, and you'll see the spend by ad group per hour populate as well. From there, you can view each ad group's anticipated spend by hour based on the percent of impressions you anticipate per hour of day. More on that in a minute. Here, you see that this campaign would require nearly a $5,000 daily budget to let both ad groups reach their full potential. For the percent of impressions throughout the day, found here, the tool is populated based on search and impression data we've seen across our own accounts. If you are using an ad schedule or want a more specific breakdown of the day based on the campaign that you are looking at, you'll adjust using the hour report in Google Ads, as well as the last tab of this tool called Ad Schedule Adjustment. Within Google Ads, you'll navigate to Hour under Ad Schedule, download the report, which I've already done here, and then copy the impression data by hour of day and paste as values in this tool. Then you'll copy the percent of impressions per hour and paste it into the tool. You'll want to ensure that this adds up to 100%, and you'll see we still get the same spend, but a different distribution throughout the day.
You can use the same tool for a campaign that you haven't built yet. If you're looking into this topic proactively to ensure you don't run into the issue, you can use tools like Google Keyword Planner to gather location-specific data on impression potential and cost per click. If you have it available, historical data from similar brands or industries is a great place to turn for click-through rate estimates.
In this example, it was clear that ad group 2 would only get results if it was broken into a completely separate campaign. We did not have $5,000 a day to spend. This was important to us because the keywords in ad group 2 were strategically important to our client. With its own budget, it was free to get the impressions it needed, and did it ever. Initially, the cost of ad group 1 was about 6 times that of group 2. But once we restructured them into different campaigns, the cost of campaign 1, aka ad group 1, was only 1.06 times higher than campaign 2. Even better, campaign 2 saw a 36% increase in conversion or lead volume and a 38% increase in traffic.
In less than 30 minutes, I was able to analyze an overwhelming amount of data to find the solution that my clients' campaigns needed. You can too. Download this tool completely for free at the link in the video description. You can find a helpful guide and more information on this example down there too. Let us know how it works out for you in the comments, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button to be the first to hear about future tools like this. Happy optimizing!